Dear Mark Gleiberman, CEO of MG Properties, I pen this letter with a heavy heart, burdened by the dire circumstances that afflict the property you oversee. Allow me to address you, along with President Jeff Lieberman, Chief Investment Officer Paul Kausberg, Chief Operations Officer Mrs. and Mr. Anfuso, Mr. Hagen, Mr. Wing, Mrs. Santiago, Mr. Jorgensen, Mr. Land, and Mrs. Agarwal, in the hope that you may see the urgency of the situation. Are you truly aware of the activities transpiring under your domain? It pains me to report that your property has become a hub for illicit drug dealings, right under the noses of security personnel stationed at the leasing officer's doorstep. This predicament is exacerbated by a complacent and ineffectual sales staff who seem to do little beyond enticing the most problematic tenants imaginable. It is disconcerting that even a checkout woman at Safeway, on my very first day, casually referred to the property as the Colombian cartel's territory. It appears that the MG Properties staff, who should be managing this property, have been replaced by drug dealers and their associates, while the security guards assigned to protect the premises appear to be more interested in their TikTok exploits than maintaining security. If you are oblivious to these transgressions, I implore you to take swift action and terminate those responsible. On the other hand, if you are aware of these activities and choose to turn a blind eye, I urge you to reconsider. Your actions, or lack thereof, are in direct contradiction to any corporate social responsibility message you may espouse. In the eyes of the Federal Trade Commission, such behavior could easily be construed as fraudulent, a label that does not bode well for any business founded on people. It appears that your business model treats people not as valued residents but as commodities or collateral. This observation is not unfounded, as your efforts to extract every last drop from leaseholders often resemble a tarantula devouring a cricket, leaving behind nothing but remnants. While we understand the profit motive, your organization ION is expected to maintain an appearance of ethical conduct, concealing the ruthlessness within. Regrettably, the secret is out, and everyone has tasted the bitterness of your secret sauce. My grievances extend to the lack of water supply and the manager's unfulfilled promise to address the issue. Furthermore, security's negligence, evident in their indifference to drug dealing on the premises, and the disturbing sight of unsupervised toddlers in diapers roaming the pool area at night, cannot be ignored. Child protective services are increasingly involved, and yet, your sales staff seems content with signing leases while failing to maintain relationships with the leaseholders who remain. It appears that you've allowed the inmates to run the asylum, as good tenants are fleeing for safety and peace, with your district manager seemingly covering for your property manager. This state of affairs is nothing short of a crisis. Therefore, I implore you, without a hint of hyperbole, to take immediate action. Request a video, request a recorded call, and let the truth come to light. Those who are complicit in this situation, no matter their rank, should face the consequences. Some may want to leave their apartments, and they should be able to enjoy the amenities in peace, with privacy, security, and safety, the very contract they entered into with MG Properties. Your investors and your image are at stake here. Failure to address these issues promptly could obliterate both. The truth, when exposed, can be a formidable foe, and it's time to confront the reality that the king may be without clothes, like the most glaring of hypocrisies. I find it regrettable that I must write to the highest echelons of your organization to address matters that should have been resolved at the local level. Sales staff should not cover for a manager, and a district asset manager should not shield her underlings. Trust your instincts, for they have led me to believe that immediate action is required to salvage the reputation of your company and the well-being of its tenants. Sincerely, Giacomo Casanova.